See, this is a trick. And maybe this comes with time. I grew up on the edge of the ocean, spending half of my life on Cape Cod. Like half of it, roughly half of every year. And people say, where did you grow up? And I say, well, I went to school in Rockland County, but I grew up on Cape Cod. That's where you do all your important growing up things, coming of age things. You learn to cook from the previous generation. Learned to clean fish from the neighbors. I learned from a gentleman named Ed Soha. Albany, New York, wonderful guy. In particular, had a clean flour, easy way. And I learned to cook shrimp from a man named Jim Alardi. He was my high school marine biology teacher. And he was the sponsor of the Marine Science Club. He was in it, man. He was every bit Matt Hooper from Jaws. Oh, sorry, I gotta take that off and readjust it. He was awesome. And we would do a fundraiser where we had to cook shrimp scampi. I did it for 4 years in high school. Proud of that. And doing that in high school for 4 years, you know what I learned? How to cook shrimp right by sight and by smell. Those babies are ready. Now, we're going to get to the part. That's going to stay in there overnight. Here's the part. Our sauces. We're going to go with the butter chicken sauce first. And that's not all going to come out. Better taste it. Oh, that's good. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. I'm going to need a little bit of water in the butter chicken jar. A little bit more. In it goes, and that water, believe it or not, will be enough to let gravity do the rest of the work over here. Okay, we're going to turn that down to about 4. And we're going to stir that stuff in. That butter chicken sauce is good. Okay. Now, a lot of purists aren't going to like what I'm going to do here, because I'm diverging from curry. But what I do is I add simple, plain, canned tomato sauce. Okay? This is as simple as it gets, this tomato sauce. Simpler than Campbell's tomato soup. It's just tomatoes. They're probably whipped and pureed into the purest form of tomato you can possibly get. I put those in, because what I found is the spices in that sauce, it's kind of like toothpaste, where they put all the toothpaste on the label. They put like a whole bunch on the toothbrush, but you only need a pea. So that tomato sauce, believe it or not, this butter chicken is going to be indistinguishably different in flavor. The sauce with those tomatoes in it. If anything, it just makes it a little bit sweeter. And then, because I like things a little bit thicker, I do use a can of tomato paste. Alright.
Now I'm curious. Exactly what the fuck would you do about it?
Okay, a little cursing on the TV. Sorry, YouTube. Don't know what my wife is watching.
What do you think? I should remember about that Sanderson fellow, Kyle.
I also have to do a conservancy of hardware thing. I use things in the right order. That spoon is going to be my eating iron. And I got this down to 4 because I want to keep it nice and hot. Because we're going to be adding a lot of stuff to it. Now look, ooh, see how much more stuff comes out of here just by letting gravity work? It's so good. All right. Now, here's what goes in here. Black beans drained, 1 can. I'm pretty sure this is where I diverge from regular curry makers. Red beans, kidney beans, whatever you want to call them. 1 can again, no salt added, sodium free. This is all about is we're aging the health aspects. Great northern beans, navy beans, white beans, whatever you want to call them. I use pinto beans or cannellini beans. I'll use. Mix it all in. Get everything mixed in with each other. Shrimps. Oh, yeah. And then 1 can pineapple tidbits drained. Ooh. We're going to let that go. And this is our last thing that goes in. Get rid of all of the water that was in there. Now this was dumped out once, but if you let it sit, it's like it will drain more water out. And what's important about the tofu is I always use extra firm tofu. So we're going to stand it on end, and we're going to cut. We're going to cut. We're going to turn it around. We're going to cut. And we're going to cut. And then we're going to.
I thought you said he had no real interest in you two.
He doesn't. Not for him. It's just power me. Letting me know he'll do what he wants unless I help clear him. You still thirsty? Can I get him a drink?
Yeah. Burger's behind the coffee.
We're so close.
Alright.
How old are you?
All these little cubes
4? You like being 4?
go right in.
It's hard.
We're not boxes.
I like boxes. No, not that.
All right. You're here. All right. We gotta go to bed now. It's okay, we still eat couch? I'll get something figured out for tomorrow.
Alright. We're just going to let that stew. And that is pretty much it. There is one last little thing that I do. Now, the oil goes away. Curry served with rice, curry I serve it with rice sometimes. But again, I diverge from like traditional foods. I also serve curry with pasta. I'll use rotini a lot. But I also do something else, which is what we're going to do tonight.
Nice of you to do this.
Gotta find the right tray, my wife doesn't say if I use the other ones. What we're going to do is, I got a loaf of French bread. Now, this is going to come into a matter of taste, but if you're eating healthy, you want to start limiting things. What I used to do, I would make a seasoned bread with butter and cumin, chili powder, paprika, and garlic, and onion powder. But watching the heart, you're going to really want to limit that stuff. So this is what I learned to do. I learned take a half a loaf. That's the other thing, I would eat a whole loaf, and a whole loaf uses a half a stick of butter, or I think it was even sometimes putting a stick of butter on it. But, and it sounds like really counter happiness, because not cooking with butter just sounds like unhappiness. So what I have done, what I've learned to do, and it works out really well, and I'll explain it in a second. I have learned that whenever you're doing anything with soups or sauces with bread, this one's getting mangled. I have to do it like this, maybe. Yeah, that's working. Whenever I do anything with bread that involves a sauce, I will cut the bread so, and I will put it in the broiler for 4 or 5 minutes. And doing so dries the bread out enough. You do it to a golden brown, but it dries the bread out where it absorbs the sauce better, and that's the idea. Butter is great, and it does add something, but butter to me has become a thing where you're using butter if it's the only thing you're putting on the bread, and even then I've gone for olive oil with different things soaked in it. So we're slowly getting there. We're almost there. Cost. Let's see what we can do about cost. Pound of this, I don't know, $3.50. So $3.50. So you got 7. Then you got 8, 9, 10, 11. About $14 right there. 15, 16, 17 for the peppers and onions. The hot peppers came from my garden, but if you're buying onions by the bag, it would still be about $17. Makes this giant vat of food. About $30 if you're throwing in really fresh, cleaned and peeled pound of shrimp. So that's what you're looking at. This is enough to feed 2 people for at least 2 days. Oh, $2 for a loaf of bread. Anyway, that's that. And that's that.